Having a look at race number 6 now, and the 6th is over the 1200 metres for the Class 4s. Exponential at the top carries an extra £3 for senior rider Joe Moreira, but does draw barrier 12. Glorified Fire makes his Happy Valley debut. He did trial here way back in September of 2020. Lucky Quality has improved his last 2. Excellent Piers steps up in trip from the 1000 to the 1200. Happy Matador has had 3 trials. Smart Leader, both wins have been course and distance, off a rating of 70 and 69. He's down at 52 at the moment. Happy Fat Cat comes to Happy Valley for the first time, and Star of Wooey wears a tongue tie again, was Aurora at his most recent appearance. And what does the speed map tell us, Nick?
Well, it tells us that from gate number 1, August Moon's got a prime position to try and lead, which I think he can, given that he's shown plenty of pace in these last few. But they've been at Chartin. This is obviously Happy Valley, so a different track for him to encounter for only the second time. Peak to Peak's a horse who likes to press forward. Exponential up at the top, but he's drawn wide, so he'll have to come across a number of horses to try and find a nice position up front early. Happy Fat Cat can also be somewhere near the front, along with the likes of Common Room and Excellent Piers. They might just be caught out that little bit wider here, Paul.
Yeah, look, I thought Exponential might eventually get across outside August Moon, but might just have to work to get there. And Excellent Piers will try and find that cover somewhere wide as well. So they're the two just little question marks. But Smart Leader, I think will have to go all the way to the back to avoid being racing right.
Common Room is where we start. He's only had the 2 starts. No luck on debut at Chartin, then a second last time at Happy Valley behind Gallant Waking. Nick was able to zoom into his jockey, and his name is Ruin Meyer.
Ruin, Common Room is a horse that you're going to ride again at Happy Valley. He was very good last time out when you rode him.
Yes, Common Room we're running tomorrow. And I was happy with him because he did very nice running last time. And I believe he improved a lot. And he got a good gait. So I believe he can do nice performance again.
How has he felt since then, Ruin, in his gallops and so on? Has he felt like he's come on again for that run?
Yes, I did only 1 gallop after the race. But I felt him very nice. He beautiful act, shows more concentration, because last start is only second start for him, and I believe he's more confident this time.
I know you've only ridden him once, and that was at Happy Valley. But does he feel like a horse to you that is a typical Happy Valley type of horse?
Yes, I believe because he likes to stay midfield the race, and he can hit the line very strongly.
You mentioned the barrier, Ruin, obviously barrier 5, so a good draw there for you and him. A couple of extra pounds to carry as well. Is that any concern for you at all?
I believe the gate helped me a lot, because no need to force him there at the stage. I just jump it nicely and try to get cover and wait for the straight.
So that's Common Room, looking to improve 1 spot on that second behind Gallant Waking. Exponential Paul is a horse that's racing well, but he's had no luck with the barrier draw.
No, he hasn't most of his career. He did draw well here. That was the one, and he got run down. Laura's was there the whole way and ended up beating him. I'm going to stick with him though. I just think he might have to work a little bit. He's just such a consistent horse. I don't think this is a strong race.
I think Joe going on board's obviously a plus, isn't it? Any horse that he can jump on, but then that said, he's still got to carry a big weight. He's got 133 pounds. I wonder if that's just anchoring him at the moment, but as you touched upon, the wide draw also is definitely a negative.
And drawn 1 inside of him, Nick, is Excellent Piers. He's up in trip, which doesn't look a bad thing either.
No, it doesn't. I think he's been crying out for this sort of trip. He has been keeping on quite nicely, and I mean he's got form around sort of all the right horses for a race like this, hasn't he? I mean 8 trigrams on his debut. We know he's a pretty handy type. Wild West Wing will go round on Wednesday night, and also Scotch Tycoon and Lightning Storm. So the form's all there, Paul.
Yeah, definitely there, isn't it? So look, he's the Quinella horse for me. He definitely goes in. I think the 1200 looks a big positive for him.
And Melbourne Hall, Paul, a rather rare appearance at Chartin for him last time.
Yeah, look, I think he staves his best for Happy Valley Melbourne Hall. Look, he was right on the cusp for me. He didn't just quite make it in, but look, we know he's won there before over the course and distance of a rating of 46, and he's a pretty similar rating here at 47.
Yeah, 22nd start he's having now at Happy Valley, so he's very much a regular, isn't he, this horse? And look, Ferrulli doesn't win all that often, just 1 from 29. usually runs a nice race as well, and he has done here at Sha-Tin. So, yeah, look, he must be respected, I think, in a race of this nature.
And the train rides for David Hall. Selections, please, Paul.
Yeah, going to go with the top one, Exponential, here. I just think he's a consistent horse. It just doesn't look any harder. The 5 Excellent Pairs up in trip. Peak to Peak's going to get a run. He's another one that's been drawing really horror draws, 13, 12, 9 in his last 3. Now here in Class 4 with a low draw, I think he can feature. And August Moon from the inside draw will be there for a long period, and he's the current favourite. 1, 5, 11 and 8.
Yeah, I've got Common Room on top here, and I just think he might be a horse suited to Happy Valley. He obviously showed the improved form last time out on his debut. He was a massive price last start as well, so I think there's plenty of value in him here, second time around the City Circuit. Lucky Quality I've thrown in for second spot here. Casper Thowns has got his horses going well. This guy ran a nice race last start here over the course and distance, and only has £2 more to shoulder. Exponential goes in, but look, obviously the weight and the draw are 2 concerning points, but he is in form. An Excellent Peers has to go in. Hard to leave him out on recent showing. 3, 4, 1 and 5 for me.
And that is race number 6, the 6th doubles, as the first leg of the second double trio.